Good morning, children. As usual, take your seats quickly, please. That's right. In my hand, I have a Take It With English student book in which you have already read the 5-sentence page on the lesson of today, reading and writing. By the way, some good news for all of us. Last week's micro video scored 28 out of 30, which is very good. Thank you very much for joining in. Let's get started and let the momentum go on. Today's lesson is about reading and writing, as I told you again. Extensive reading, intensive reading, in alignment with two assignments I will give you today. The assignments are writing a formal letter and writing an informal letter. Extremely important. I will come back on that later. I have to watch my time. Let's start with the reading session in the book. The reading session in the book talks about 5 senses. The senses are smell, see, hear, taste, and touch. I will prove today that if you write formal or an informal letter, extensive reading, intensive reading, and the 5 senses are all aligned in the ultimate result. Now, what is extensive reading? Extensive reading is, wait, when was the last time you have read a book? Last week. Did you enjoy reading the book? You did. Otherwise you don't read it, do you? No. It's very important. Because enjoying reading a book or a newspaper or an ad or a poster or whatever is extensive reading. It's reading with a wide lens. It's you who makes the choices, not the teacher. Now, what is intensive reading? Intensive reading is when you study, for example, and using this one, a magnifier. A magnifier to make word pit stops when you start writing or reading and you don't understand the meaning of a word. You stop. You take your dictionary and use your magnifier. Then continue. Perfect example in study books. When we use intensive reading, we use keyword notice as well. It's the most important thing of writing in general, reading in general, keywords. Back to my assignments today to you. Writing a formal letter and an informal letter. What's a formal letter? A formal letter is a letter, let's say, out of joy. It's a joyful thing. It usually starts with, hello, how are you? Dear friend, and sometimes, to be very honest, I see you passing on small formal notes to one another in the classroom. I don't mind, because it's, as long as it's not exam time, you can do that whenever you want. A formal letter is, in fact, extensive reading. It's aligned with extensive reading. It has a wide lens, open. You're the actor. You decide what to write to your friend or your pal on Facebook or Twitter or that sort of thing. What's an informal letter? Justin, what is an informal letter? An informal letter is when you introduce yourself. It's a biography of you. When do you use an informal letter? Just look at the examples I wrote down in the lesson plan. But in this micro lesson, I just want to make one point. For example, you apply for a job. Now the company has to know who you are, what's your biography, what's your past, what's your present, what's your future. What do you think? That's an informal letter which you are going to write today. Now what had that to do with senses? What has senses got to do with formal, informal, extensive, intensive? Because in these letters, in this reading, you will find out that you, in one way or another, will come across senses. Smell, see, hear, taste, touch. You use those senses to convince, to apply, to make it formal or informal. Now, I'm going to continue this lesson out of the micro video scenery. I thank you very much for your attention today, and let's keep going this way. Thank you.